So I have no clicker. I'm going to be going through these things like boom, boom, and I want to make sure that everybody's there. Third cousin from Larry
When you
Zonka.
look this way, they see that your ear.
I got it. Okay. Welcome to this webinar. You are going to have a good time today. We are about to start. People are coming in from all over the world. I'm excited about it. I want to make sure that everybody has a great time. I'm going to be giving you information that you can take out into the street 1 minute after you hear it and turn it into money. But I only have an hour. I can't change 20 years of your life in an hour. It would take me like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I would like you to enter into the screen if you don't mind. If you mind, don't do it. But how old are you? Just put the number in there so I can see basically what the age of the crowd is. We tried to appeal to a younger group of people, but in essence, we got everybody. I think 50 was the oldest in the last one. See, 29, 30, 41, 50. Wow. Cool. 56. Come on, dude. At 56, you're not, but way to go. Oh, 61. That's a winner. Gustavo, where are you from, Gustavo? Okay. I think we're ready now. We have some Medicare people and we have some regular people. But isn't it great? Like, I got my Medicare card. It's so cool. You go to the drugstore, you pay almost nothing. You go to the doctor, you pay almost nothing. Medicare is good, and I don't mind paying for my share of it, just for the record. Are you in the right place is the question of the day, and welcome everybody from all over the world. You're in the right place if you want to win no matter what. You're in the right place if you know you're better than your current results. You get frustrated. You're out in the field and people say no to you, and they should have said yes. And I want to know, and you want to know, how to get to the next level, correct? Everyone wants to get to the next level, but I want you to get there without falling off the ladder, without running into a brick wall, without losing anything that you already have. Now, pay close attention to this. There are 4 core elements that you need to win success and wealth. What do you think they are? What are some of those 4 core elements? Type them in there so I get an idea of how you feel about your core or your internal core. Well, I'm going to give them to you. Number 1, you got to be smart. If you're stupid, now would be a good time to just jump off the webinar because I'm not going to do you any good. Second core value, internal core value, you got to be happy. Smart and happy are the 2 core values of everything you do in your life. Smart allows you to respond. Happy allows you to respond in a positive and enthusiastic way. The third core element is you have to be self-starting. I can't come to your home in the morning and go, come on, Bobby, you can get up every day at 8 o'clock. Come on, you can do it, buddy. And the fourth core element is you have to have a past history of success. Now, the more mature people on the webinar, you probably have some past history of success. But the younger people, the 20-something people, may not have that same history. So, if you don't have a past history of success, even if it's graduating from college, I think that's a past history of success. I'm going to bring you my past history. This is me, although you can see me in the video. This is a shot to prove that I don't age very much because this shot is at least 5 years old. These are my girls. I have 4 daughters, twins, 46, another one 40, and Gabrielle is 10. Stacy and Erica are the twins. Rebecca is the 40. Gabrielle is the squirt. And 4 granddaughters, Isabel, Julia, Morgan, and Claudia. They're all older than Gabrielle. I grew up in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and Haddonfield, New Jersey. This is our house in Haddonfield. Benchmark home. Totally classic. We stressed 6 things in our home as we were growing up. And these were benchmarks for me that I carry forward, and I'm about to share them with you. We stressed family unity, education, getting a good education, doing the right thing, but do it without measuring. Don't have anyone owe you anything. If you have, my father said, son, never lend money, just give it away. That way, no one ever owes you anything and you don't lose a friend because of money. Have a firm understanding of money, how to earn yours and keep it, and inject humor in every single thing that you do. Not bad values, take them with you. We're in an era where you think it's going to go fast. Like this year's already fast, man. It's already the summertime, but where'd the year go? I'm going to tell you where it went. It started here in Atlantic City, New Jersey in 1948. Behind me is the Steel Pier. This is my first naked photo shoot. Topless, I mean, I had to do it. Everyone else is doing it. This is my high school book. I don't know what or high school card. I don't know what the numbers are punched out for. Probably something I did wrong. And you can see that I had a lot of hair in those days. That's pretty much gone now. These are the twins. They're 46 years old. That's time flying. This is me in 2003. I still use this picture. This is my wife, the lovely, the talented Jennifer Gluckow. And Gabrielle and I on a subway in New York City where I'm trying to explain to her that in New York, people will take your wallet without asking. We go to Paris every year. Love Paris. Sometimes you go with your spouse. Sometimes you go with your little kiddies, but you always go, no matter what. This is Gabrielle doing a podcast. I wonder if you have a podcast. I will challenge you that a podcast needs to be in your future because it's in everybody's future. And of course, it's me celebrating the fact that the Eagles finally, after 60 years, won a Super Bowl. But my sales history is a heck of a lot different. And here's how it's going to help you today and forever. When I talk about what I've done or I'm giving you advice about what to do, none of it is something that I don't do myself. I cold called in New York City for 3 years. You know what happens in New York City when you cold call? Everything. People slam the door in your face, up yours as a greeting. They tell you they have no time for you. They swear at you. They ask you for a bribe. It's a jungle. I started my own manufacturing businesses and I went every element of personal development. Attitude, persuasion, networking, trust, leadership, you name it, I've written about it. And of course, I wrote the Little Red Book of Selling. #1 everywhere on the planet. And it is currently the largest selling sales book of all time. Wall Street Journal bestseller list, 103 straight weeks, a record. I've been inducted in the National Speakers Association Hall of Fame. And I do the Sell or Die podcast with my wife, Jen Gluckow, and we're over 100,000 downloads a month. Is that amazing or what? Where's your podcast? Answer, you need one. Bigger answer. Can they direct message you? Mm-hmm. Direct message Jen
the
admin, or direct message the admin, and we will get back to you on how to get your own podcast rolling. I am the self-appointed king of sales. Woo. Today's talk is about how to use my strategies for you. And they're the very same ones that I used and still use to make sales and earn money. Look at some of the companies that I've done business with. I've done 2,500 seminars. This is 150 of them. So you're looking at about 7% of the people that I've done business with. Every major company in the world has at one time or another hired me. Those companies have paid me millions. And I'm going to give you some of the things that I have taught them to start you on your way to your millions. Let me explain why. This is a very famous chess player, and the first person who can put the name of this chess player in the chat box wins a free autographed signed book. So who is it? And the winner is,
Whoa, Addison.
Addison.
Alfredo said Bobby Fischer.
Bobby Fischer is it. And Bobby Fish, wow, there's a lot of Bobby Fishers in there. We'll send, even if you named them.
Matt Damon.
Huh? Who?
Someone said Matt Damon.
Oh, Matt Damon. Yeah, great. Watched too many movies. It is not Matt Damon. However, it is Bobby Fischer. Bobby Fischer was arguably, in his lifetime, the greatest chess player who ever lived. Here he is playing in the World Championships, and he's like a kid. But here he is as a real kid playing against 100 chess masters at the same time and beating them all. Is that cool or what? Think about that. Think about how much of a master you had to be. But think about this. This is one of the books in my library. I have a very extensive library. And one of them is Every Great Chess Player Was Once a Beginner. When Bobby Fischer was a young kid, he didn't know a pawn from a rook. Sometimes you get tongue-tied, and that's final. But chess is a G-rated game unless you're losing. But here's the deal. The object of chess is kill the king. But the object of chess is to learn how to play the game and think in advance. But as a beginner, you were a beginner. My brother and I were playing chess here 60 years ago, trying to figure out what to do and how to do it in a way that we could beat each other. Have you mastered the fundamentals? Have you mastered the gambits that will get you from where you are to where you want to be? I recommend that you try to find this book. It's a very expensive book, not very easy to find. Every Great Chess Player Was Once a Beginner, and look at how they lead you from the beginning through the end. Your job as a salesperson is not to worry about, oh my gosh, I don't have enough information to make all the sales I want to make. Just take it day by day, day by day. I can't come out and give you the Vulcan mind meld. I have to do it day by day. And today you're going to get an earful and a brainful. But my challenge is, obviously, what are you the master of at this moment in time? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Twitter? Is it Instagram? Is it YouTube? Is it a blog? Is it a podcast? I doubt it. I don't think you can name me the thing that you are the master of, and that's going to be one of the challenges today. What are you the master of? The world of sales has, in the last 10 years, changed forever. It will never go back to the way it was. And at this moment, if you're a young person, you actually have an advantage over the mature person. This is your golden opportunity, unless the mature person goes home and stops watching Netflix and drinking beer. This is the first time in sales history where youth has a golden opportunity because you were born with a phone in your hand. You were born with a laptop in your hand. Now you have a tablet. You have a social media following. You were tweeting since you were 7. Remember the yellow pages? Where are they now? I think they're used as booster seats in homes all over the world, unless you've recycled them. This is the yellow pages, and look at the smartphone right next to it. The smartphone is the yellow pages and about 1 million times more. You can't do anything on the yellow pages. They're static. It's totally crazy. Look at your phone. This is the, what do we say? The widget for the Yellow Pages the Yellow Pages app in your smartphone. Look at it. You can't even find it. The Yellow Pages is buried. This is on page 3 of my phone, and I only put it in there to show you how stupid it is, how outdated it is. I don't want a pizza in Charlotte from the Yellow Pages. I'm going to go to Chrome or to Safari and say top 10 pizza places in Charlotte and hit return. I don't need the Yellow Pages for that crap. And neither does anybody else. And that's why the Yellow Pages lost their cash cow. They lost it, I think, the same time that the phone booth got carried away in a trash truck. And look at Gabrielle. This is what she was 4. She's 10 now. So she's had a phone for 6 years. Think she's any good at it? You bet she is. Siri, set my timer for 30 minutes. I still have to mess with it. People don't look things up anymore. They search. And when they find what they want, they're looking for proof. They want somebody to say, this is worth 5 stars. In the new world of business, what you say about yourself is nothing compared to what others post about you, tweet, blog, YouTube, or IG story about you, or tell their coworkers or previous business associates about you. And so my big question to you is, are customers calling you, or are you still trying to find them? Now think about this for just a second. You can cold call all day long. You call 100 people. You get 5 people to talk to you. You get 2 people that are interested and 1 that will set an appointment. Or you can have 1 person call you because of what you've done valuably on the internet, call you at 9 o'clock in the morning and you have an appointment at 9:15. Now you have your whole day ahead of you instead of cold calling and getting rejected. It's a matter not of what do you do with your time, how are you investing your time? This is my learning rule. I know that versus how good am I at that. I don't care if you know it all. I want to know how good you are at it. You know you need a great voicemail, but yours sucks. So I want you to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you see one of my slides, you say, I know that. I want to know how good you are at it. That's fair enough, isn't it? I'm not here to teach you. I'm just here to help you. I'm here to make you think. Where are you so far on your journey, and where do you need to grow? How's that for a thinker? I'm going to make you think about yourself, most important person in the world, and I'm going to try to make you do something new or better so that you get out into the world and become more attractive, more valuable, more perceived as more valuable. And it's going to require hard work. Or you can go home, drink a craft beer, and watch that Netflix series like a fool. The key to this whole process is to be known as the best, or to get to be the best. Remember I asked you what you're the master of? When you're master, you're best. Second best in sales, as you well know, is first loser. And no one remembers your name. There's 100 guys that come in second, 100 women come in second. The person that comes in first, everyone knows who it is. And the people that came in second or worst hate that guy. I want you to be hated by your competition. I don't want you to hate your competition. So the question then is, what are you doing to become best? And what's the reward for that? Once you get to be the best at what you want, what's the reward for it? But there's secrets for that, and I'm going to share those secrets today. There's 2 categories of goals. I'm not a crazy goal person, but at least you need to know what the goals and the categories of goals are. The categories are personal and business. Personal goals, business goals. And when you set those goals, there are 4 different types: achievement, improvement, monetary, and material. Guess which 2 are good? I'm going to achieve status of best salesperson on my team. I'm going to improve myself by reading on an everyday basis. I want to earn $100,000 this quarter. And I want to have a new Ferrari. Achievement, improvement, monetary, material. The danger is striving for material have over be best and do best. I want to get my way up the ladder. When I get there, I want to celebrate it for myself. I want to achieve. I want to improve. I don't need a car. If I'm best, if I be best and do best, the car, or have best, it shows up. You want a Tesla? Be best and do best. Simple. Ferrari, new house, vacation, the best of everything just shows up. The key to being, doing, having, and goal achievement is mastering your intentions. When you wake up in the morning, whatever you intend to do, that's what gets done. If you don't, quote, feel like it today, it ain't getting done. If you want to take a personal day, that's what gets done. But it's what you intend to do leads to the action, that leads to the completion, that leads to being best. Intending to be your best, intending to do your best. It's just that simple. When you intend, it sets your inner motor on go. I'm going to do this no matter what. Not a goal, it's an intention. This is my logo, and it is an intellectual interlude. I'm taking a sip of coffee from my Sell or Die mug. Welcome to Sales Paradise. You can see our studio. It's beautiful. It is, in fact, Sales Paradise. Let me explain what happens in Sales Paradise. You may not know. Everybody meets with you, tells you the truth, takes your call, returns your call, allows you to give them a contract or a proposal, and you win every sale and every proposal at full price. Is that cool or what? Huh? That's bullshit. Here's the deal. Sales has a reality, and the reality are 4 elements. I'm going to give you those 4 elements one by one so you can understand how your sales world works. The first one is price. That's one of the core issues of sales, and everyone has had some kind of a price issue. Because when they hate you, you're kicking their ass. The third is value. Not your silly value or value add or your value prop. This is perceived value. As a customer or a prospect, I have to perceive that the value is there in order for me to buy it. Value beyond price. And the fourth element is trust. I have to trust you. I have to like you, believe you, have confidence in you, and trust you in order to maybe buy from you. So if I ask you how many of you have ever gotten a price objection, every hand in the world is going to go up. Everybody gets a price objection. Why does this happen? And you're going to say, well, they took the lowest bid, they had a better relationship. No. For my more mature customers, I'm going to say, this is why you lose a sale to price. You suck at sales. For the younger salesperson, don't get to this point. Don't get to a point where you beleaguer and you bemoan the fact that you lost a sale on price. You're blaming the customer. That's not the right thing to do. Where's your value? You didn't prove beyond your presentation to value that the customer said, I got to have that. Because I can promise you that there are ice cream cones that you buy in the freezer for $1, or there's a Baskin Robbins ice cream or a Haagen-Dazs ice cream in the mall, and you pay $4.25 for the same damn thing. And people line up and pay $4.25 all day long. Here's the clue. It's the relationship, not the price. The key is relate. The root word of relationship is relate. If you cannot relate to the other person, there's no way you're going to build the relationship with them. And price is in your mind way, way more than it's in their mind. You're sitting there going, I sure hope they like our price. I sure hope everything's okay. When I give them the price, I hope they say it's good. Dude, if it's valuable, they'll ask you how much it is. But here's the insight. They don't buy your product. They don't buy your service. They buy you, and then they consider buying your service. They consider buying your product. Because if I don't like you, you're out of my office. Like, believe, confidence, trust. Like starts the process. Intellectual interlude. I'm going to give you the secret of my sales success. Pay attention because it's pretty simple. I'm disruptive. I was disruptive before Gary Vaynerchuk was born. And I did it in New York City, where everyone has a problem of being perceived as different and more valuable than the customer who already knows everything. People in New York know everything. They got an uncle, they got somebody they've been buying from for 20 years. Everyone has an edge. But these things, cold calling, find the pain, pitch the product, close the sale, customer satisfaction, things you might learn in a classroom are all bullshit. They're all dead. Find the pain. Let me tell you where my pain is. None of your business. And it's none of your business to find out any, if you're going to challenge, if you're 25 years old and you're going to challenge a 52-year-old CEO about something, I'm going to throw your ass out of my office in 2 seconds because it's an insult. Don't challenge me. Help me. Prove your value to me. This is how the new sale is going to be made for the next 10 years at least. Value attraction, so you don't have to make a cold call. Social attraction, so you don't have to make a cold call and you can prove your value. Find the pleasure, not the pain. Where do they play golf? Where did they grow up? Where did they go to college? Where do their kids go to school? Ask emotional questions. So for example, if you're selling me a home and you're a real estate agent, don't ask me, what's your budget for the home? Dude, what do you mean what's the budget for my home? Oh, wait, I think that's none of your business. Rather than try to ask a money question or a wallet question, why don't you ask an emotional question like, fine, before we look at homes, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, would you mind sharing with me, tell me about the home that you grew up in? Whoa, that's a much nicer, more relationship building question rather than the trainer who's going to tell you, don't waste your time on people, qualify them so you don't waste your time. You know what, dude? Waste your time. Talk to people about them so that even if they don't buy a home from you, they're going to tell everybody else how nice you were to them. And someone's going to call a nice person. You discover their motive to buy. Why do they want to buy? You confirm the urgency of your offer. When do they want to purchase? You give after the sale value because that's what leads to the next sale, customer loyalty, and the referral that you earn. You earn loyalty, you earn the referral, and this is the new sale for the next 10 years. I wrote about it in a book called The Sales Manifesto. You might want to buy it. I have a marketing philosophy, and that marketing philosophy has been disruptive way before disruption was the buzz. My marketing philosophy appears nowhere in any book, in any course, in any school, because the minute I took a course in marketing in college, I dropped out of college. I thought it was bullshit. So for 23 years, I've given 2,500 talks, never made a sales call because of this marketing strategy. I put myself in front of people that can say yes to me, and I deliver value first, whether it's my blog, articles that I post in various newspapers around the world, my podcast, all the things that you can get from me for free are value providers so that people want to connect. Wow, who's this Jeffrey guy? I need to connect with him. So I get followers, thousands and thousands of followers. You have any LinkedIn connections? Sure you do. You have 585 or 1,481 or 2,800. I have 29,000 LinkedIn connections, almost none of whom I have asked for a connection. Actually, if you can keep a secret, I asked my wife to be my LinkedIn connection before I ever knew her. Isn't that cool? You don't need a reason to get in front of decision makers. That's a bad thing to do. You need a value message so that they want to deal with you. And even if I walk into somebody cold, I can walk in with a little red book of selling and say, can you take this to Mr. Jones, please? This is an autographed copy of my book, the greatest sales book of all time, the largest selling sales book of all time. If you'd like it autographed, could you have him come out? I'd like to meet him. I guarantee you that guy's going to come out. He won't know what the hell I do. I haven't said one thing about what I do other than, here's my book. Business card or book. Think about it. Everyone is looking for a competitive advantage. Everyone is looking for the edge. And I'm going to share with you today how to find many of them. The reason to get in front of an influencer or a decision maker is your value message. And what is it of value that you're talking to me about if I'm the leader of my company? I'm going to give it to you. You need to show them how to produce more, how to be happy, how to be safe, how to make a profit. If I'm wanting to meet with a CEO or a CFO or a sales vice president, I have to talk about morale. I have to talk about productivity. I have to talk about profitability. I have to talk about all the things in an environment of business that lead to happiness and success. If I'm an expert at that, they'll invite me in no matter what I sell. Not just know these elements, as I stated from the very beginning, master each element. For me personally, I don't make goals. I write a couple of words down on a bathroom mirror, I stick a post-it note up there, I commit to it, and then I achieve it. Commit, achieve. And this is the only place ever on the planet that you're going to learn the difference between how to sell and why people buy. Which do you think is more powerful? See, if you learn how to sell lessons and I know why they buy, I'm going to beat you every single time. More simply put, the old way of selling 10 years ago, it doesn't work anymore. Move ahead to the internet. Move ahead to your business social media platform. Move ahead to service that rocks and a sincere appreciation for business. Not have a nice day. Oh my God. Well, have a nice rest of the week. What about the rest of it? Does it tell me to go to hell after that? No. You tell me to have a successful day. That's all you need to do. Have a successful week. Have a successful month. Have a successful life. Move ahead to relationships, value, referrals, and loyalty. At the core is service. At the core is service. Service that comes from your heart, not from your head. I want to feel that your service is genuine. Don't tell me to have a nice day. Give me something of value. This is a coffee cup that's been in New York since the 40s. Is it cool or what? All the Greek restaurants had them. We are happy to serve you. Rock. We use those in our home. You can buy them on Amazon. Get the gold ones rather than the gray ones. And keep in mind that service is a person, not a policy. Now you get it. Don't tell me about your service policy. I don't care about it. I care about you. What do you have to say? I want you to be nice to me, friendly to me, helpful to me. I'm here to help you. Cool. You're in luck. I'm the best person in this company to help you. That's what you want to say. 5,000-year-old ancient Chinese proverb, to serve is to rule. There's a reason. The companies that serve the best dominate their world. Dominate the world. Intellectual interlude. Here then, I promise you 6.5 fundamentals. I'm going to give you 8.5 because when I was preparing this seminar, it took me hours to do. I realized there were more things that I wanted to talk to you about. So at the risk of being a little more value-oriented for you, I'm going to present 8.5 rules and strategies of engaging, selling, serving, wowing, and keeping customers loyal, not satisfied. Ready? Here goes. The first one is relationships. No surprise. But the quality of the relationship is in direct proportion to your sales profitability. So if you sell somebody something and it's on a 1-year renewal and you go back after 11 months and you say, I know you haven't seen me for 11 months, but I'm here to pick up that renewal, you're toast. But if you give that person a value message every week, they can't wait to see you in 11 months to renew with you. That's how you build a relationship. Week by week, day by day, week by week, slowly over time. Relationship means eliminating 8 words from your lexicon. Lost one on price, lost one on service. This is my rule, and this is how you determine a relationship. It's through friendship. All things being equal with their friends. How many friends do you have? Or are you trying to be professional? You know what? I don't want professional. I want friendly. Gabrielle on the left, Isabel on the right. Gabrielle 10, Isabel 11. They have a little routine. They go to the mall together. And the lady at the mall, the clerk will go, oh, you girls are so cute. Are you sisters? And Isabel, my older grandchild, says, no, this is my aunt. It's funny and it works and they love laughing about it. They're starting their lives with laughter. The best way to go. And in the end, anyway, it's the relationship, not the price. Come on, dude. Think about the 5 customers that you wish you had. Reason you don't have them, somebody else has a better relationship with them than you do. You couldn't walk in and give your stuff away. They wouldn't take it. Well, champion, how do you build a relationship? Dude, slowly, day by day, over time. And finally, you get the point to the relationship where you find something personal and do something memorable. Now, I want you to think about this. Here's the reason. You use personal information, humor, and great ideas to create lasting impressions and ultimately loyalty. I'm going to give you an example. I travel all over the world. Every once in a while I go to a hotel, they already know I'm coming. They got my books or whatever. The general manager knows me. I'm going to the Burbank Hilton in Burbank, California. If you've never been there, it's just right across from the airport. They know I'm coming, and all the managers line up on the curb to welcome me. Mr. Gitomer, Mr. Gitomer. And I figure I'm going to go to my room. I'm going to get one of those fruit baskets because I'm in California. A fruit basket that I hate because the apples are always mealy. The bananas are a little bit crushed. The strawberries have just a little bit of that. I can't stand it. So I go to my room with that expectation. And on my desk is a welcome letter and a signed baseball. They called my office and found out that I collect sports memorabilia. And unbelievably, the staff of the hotel signed the ball. The staff of the Burbank Hilton Hotel. It's in Burbank. If you've never been there, it's just right across from the airport. How long am I going to save this ball? 10 years so far. Who am I going to tell? Everybody. You know what the cool epilogue is? The fruit basket cost $35. The baseball cost $8. And I still have the baseball. Think about it. Number 2 is referrals. How do you get referrals? You never ask for a referral. The minute you do, you put the customer in an awkward position and you may not get it and they'll never take your call again because they picture you as a taker. Rather, why don't you do this? Bring one for them. Hey, I have somebody that wants to do business with you. Really? When can we meet? What can we do? You earn referrals. You give one to get one. Got it? If you want more sales and more referrals, it's real simple. Drink more coffee. Meet somebody 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, and bring a referral for them. It'll freak them out. Or offer to trade referrals. Hey, I got somebody that wants to do business with you. You think you could scurry around and find somebody for me? That's not bad. And don't tell me you got kids. I got kids. I walk Gabrielle to school or I drive her to camp, whatever the deal is, and then I meet with somebody for coffee. I meet with people in the morning who can potentially do business with me or lead me to money. And I do it 250 times a year if I possibly can. That's 5 days a week. 250 morning cups of coffee costing me under $5. Maybe if I buy for the other guy, it's $10. But whatever it is, it's cheap. Number 3 is repeat business. I want a customer who's loyal. I want someone who is loyal to me. I don't ask for reorders. I earn them. I love when someone calls me up and says, we did a seminar for you a couple years ago. My people want you back. Whoa, I've won. It's loyalty, not satisfaction. Satisfaction is the lowest level of acceptable customer service on the planet. It's bogus. How many of you are loyal to a sports team? Every one of you. How many of your team sucks? Most of you. So if they suck, why are you loyal? Well, I grew up there. My dad was my family. Wherever you're from geographically, that's who you're loyal to. So are your customers as loyal to you as you are to your lousy team? I wonder. The difference between satisfied and loyal is very simple. Satisfied customers will shop any place. It's the lowest level of acceptable customer service. If they're satisfied here, they'll be satisfied there. One notch below satisfied, dissatisfied, angry, willing to post online. Loyal customers, they'll do business with you for years. They'll give you the benefit of the doubt. They'll tell everybody else they know to come do business with you, and they'll fight before they switch. But let me ask you the major question. Would you rather your spouse be satisfied or loyal? That's the difference. Here's the book. Go get it. Loyalty is the measurement of success and client success, not just a process. See this statistic, 86.2% satisfied? What does that mean? It means the rest of them are pissed off. This has always been funny to me. There's an organization called J.D. Power. They give out customer satisfaction awards. They're bogus. I mean, they give them to airlines. What could the category possibly be to have an airline win best? What brand evokes the most loyalty in this country? Does anyone know right off the bat? Does anyone have an idea? Is it Apple? Is it Coca-Cola? Put the answer in the chat box there so I can give away another free book. Love giving away signed books. You know what happens when I do? People post it on Instagram. They got my book for free. 1,000 other people see it. They go, where do I get this book? They buy the other book. It starts a landslide of books. So please post the right answer. First one does it, gets a free autograph book. Just DM the admin so you can get the thing. Are we getting responses yet? What do we got? Oh, here we go. I can't see this.
Chick-fil-A, Home Depot, McDonald's, U.S. Army,
Starbucks.
Apple, Hilton. Wait, go down. A lot of Apple, Chick-fil-A, Chiefs, go Patriots.
Patriots?
That may have been Wegmans,
Oh my God.
Tide. I love Tide.
Come on, you guys. Give me the real one.
Starbucks.
Chick-fil-A.
Whoa, we've got a winner.
Sarah McClanahan. Nice Jewish girl. Sarah, it's Harley Davidson, everybody. The people who own this brand are willing to get the brand name tattooed on their bodies. Think about that. Who's got your company's name tattooed on their ass? Answer, nobody. Here's the reality. Satisfaction is begged for. Loyalty is earned. You buy a car, and the car sales guy comes up to you smelling like a cigarette, and he says, now you're going to get a postcard from the manufacturer, and they're going to ask you about the quality of the delivery. And they're going to ask for a 5 or a 4 or 3, 2 or 1. If it's not a 5, I get fired. So if you could give me a 5, I'd greatly appreciate it. Dude, what are you asking for? Just to earn it. Be the best. Get a 6. Where's the 6 on there? Unbelievable. Here's the definition of customer loyalty. Will you do business with me again? Will you refer me? That's it. Anything past that is not good. I'm going to talk to you about closing the sale. First, let me ask you, do you have great relationships with your customers? Sure you do. How many of you have great relationships that you still have to bid or quote? Ooh, uh-oh. That's bullshit. The biggest barrier to the sale or the buy is their unspoken risk. They may feel bad about doing business with you because it may cost them a reputation, dollars, quality, who knows what. You have to get that unspoken risk out. So you get beyond serving and performing to trusting. If they trust you, they'll give you the real reasons. Most people don't know what it costs to lose a customer. I'm going to give you the actual cost. 10 times their annual volume. So if their annual volume is $100,000, it's $1 million. And word of mouth and word of mouse. Ooh, not good. Maybe it's your approach. Here's a cartoon from the Little Red Book of Selling. Remember, you can't just waltz in and sell something. First, you have to lick his face for a few minutes. It's called building rapport. So I'm going to show you how to close a sale. Well, actually, closing the sale is the wrong thought process because the customer is making his or her decision as the sales call progresses. So it's not a matter of at the end, it's at the beginning. If it doesn't start right, it's not going to end right. So here are the questions. How ready were you? How friendly were you perceived to be? How emotionally engaging were your questions? How different were you perceived to be? How valuable were you perceived to be? How compelling was your message? How believable were you? How self-confident were you? How relatable were you? And how trustworthy were you perceived to be? See, close the sale, wrong idea. It's not an action. It's a culmination and a sum total of the elements that make a favorable decision possible. The close of a sale is a delicate balance between your words and deeds and their thoughts and perceptions. And the sale is made every time. You sell them on yes, or they sell you on no, or not yet. Send me a proposal, call me in 2 weeks, something. But here's the real secret. You give me a prepared, friendly, engaging, different, valuable, compelling, believable, self-confident, relatable, trustworthy salesperson, and I'll give you a sale. Every time, no close needed. When you come back and revisit this webinar, make sure that you have a firm shot of this. It is not the responsibility of the salesperson to close the sale. It is the responsibility of the salesperson to engage the prospect, prove value to the prospect, prove differentiation to the prospect, and then earn the sale. It's not that hard. There's no manipulation needed. It's a matter of having a value-based conversation with somebody that engages them intellectually and emotionally. Done. The sale is made emotionally and then justified logically. Love that car. What are the payments? Love that house. What's the mortgage? Daddy, can I have that dress? Get 2 of them. My daughter has a 200% closing ratio. Unbelievable. And I think yours do too. And so number 5, the midpoint of this is, are you a 5? We have become known as the 5 generation because my generation was the 10. Are you a 10? What would they rate you on a scale of 1 to 10? What do they rate you? No one gives a shit about 10 anymore. They only care about 5. Are you a 5 on Amazon? Are you a 5 on Google, on Yelp, on TripAdvisor, on your new car? Where are you on a scale of 1 to 5? Because when you go to buy something, you're looking for that social proof. If there's an advertisement in the paper that says the movie was absolutely unbelievable in the eyes of the person that made it, but you go to the website and there's a 4 tomato rating, you ain't going to that movie. You're just not going. Same with a book. Same with a car. Same with a hotel or a restaurant. So I guess my question is, do you really know if you are a 5? Do you really know your strengths and your weaknesses? One of the things I'm about to offer you is my sales assessment. Do you know how good or not good you are? What are your real strengths? Creative, versatility, flexibility, focus, that's your idea, but you've probably never taken an assessment, and I'm going to challenge you to take one when I'm finished this webinar. Look at your weaknesses, and most people don't even admit their weaknesses. They want them to be silent, which is cool, but you still have to do something about it. This is the power of self-assessment. It tells you exactly where you are as a person so you can dig in and get better. Whose voice is more powerful, yours or your customers? Whoa. Come on, it's the customer. If Amazon is touting something as great and 70% of the people say it's a 1, it's a 1. And you're not going to buy it. Same with anything on any website. Would your customers and prospects give you a 5? How do you know? Have you ever assessed yourself? You're going to get the opportunity to do it on a skill-based assessment. Whose voice are you using? Yours or your customers? Look at this. My recommendation has always been milk your own cows. You have a barn full of milk, dripping. Look at all the cows in the background there. They're dripping with milk, waiting to get milk. These are your present customers. Why on earth would you go make a cold call? You got customers dripping with milk. They all know other people. They all want to have more business with you. They all have other divisions in their company. Go milk those cows and do it on a basis of value. Don't do it on a basis of, well, I'm just stopping by to shoot the breeze and forget that. Have a reason, have a purpose, have a value message. The voice of your customer, both as proof and your personal belief reinforcement. See, when a customer gives a video testimonial, you can use it for other people, but look what it does to reinforce your own thought process about how great your company is, or how great your product is, or how great you are. So I'm challenging you, where are your before, your during, and your after videos? I'm going to give you the answer. They're no place, because you're not taking those videos like a fool. Let your best customers speak for you. Number 6 is your reputation. Where is it? Here's mine. Go to any of my social media and see what people think. See what they're saying. In fact, whoever you are today, from anywhere in the world, follow me on Instagram. Just do @JeffreyGitomer on Instagram and click follow, so you can see what I do and how I do it and why I do it. If you follow me on social media, you'll understand my entire philosophy of how to attract. Your actions create your reputation. Now, this is revealing. When you're finished your transaction with a customer, whatever it is, phone call, delivery, anything, that's when they start to talk about you when you are gone or when you hang up. And they're going to say one of 5 things about you behind your back, and you can't stop them. Something great, something good, nothing, something bad, or something real bad. And you choose. This isn't like Uber. This is you choose how good you are. By mouse and by mouth. 7 is your responsiveness. Come on, dude. Speed of responsiveness and availability. Be available 24/7, 365. Let your phone ring. Don't tell me, well, it's 5 o'clock. People can wait till tomorrow. No, they can't. We live in a world of 24/7, 365. Be responsive. Company speed of response and your speed of response are 2 elements that are going to get you more business than you could ever say grace over. 8 is your responsibility. The opposite of responsibility is blame. I either take responsibility for that person saying no to me or not returning my phone call, or I'm going to blame them for not doing it. Seriously? Why am I blaming other people for stuff that was my fault? I'm going to take responsibility for it so I can learn how to do it better next time. Lost sale, unreturned phone call, failure to reach the decision maker, failure to make the appointment. You blaming other people or the circumstances, or are you taking responsibility? You can tune in tonight to whatever news or political programs on there. You can learn all about blame. They blame everybody for everything. They take no responsibility for a damn thing, and that's why no one likes them, and everyone thinks they're lying jerks. All you have to do is take responsibility, and people will begin to respect you. The guy wouldn't return my call. That is not a problem. That's a symptom. The problem was you didn't leave a valuable enough message for the guy to call you back. If you take responsibility for the situation, you can improve and then win the next time. Learn from it. Don't blame from it, and don't, well, the guy wouldn't call me back. Come on, dude, you're better than that. And this is what I found in sales. There's no objections, only barriers. Barriers that can be lowered. Barriers that can be overcome or prevented by taking responsibility for your preparation, your words, your deeds, and the actions that you have, the actions that you take. And 8.5 is relentless. Now pay attention to this because it's important. Relentless pursuit of sales. Isn't that it for you? Or is there more? Isn't it relentless pursuit of relationship? Isn't it relentless pursuit of excellence? Isn't it relentless pursuit of being your best every day? That's what relentless is. This is the year of opportunity. The economy is booming. You're going to have a little bit more competition because more people are going to get into your space, but this is the year of opportunity. The school that I dropped out of, Temple University, I could have dropped out of any school, but I chose to drop out of Temple. The founder, Russell Conwell, wrote an essay called Acres of Diamonds, where he some guy went out in search of the perfect diamonds, spent decades looking around the world for the perfect diamonds, never found them. Came home, dejected, thought he was a loser, he wasted his life. He decides to plant a garden in his backyard. Goes out in the garden, puts a shovel in the ground, finds the diamonds. Everything you're looking for in your life to succeed doesn't exist far away. It exists in your own backyard. And your job is to take advantage of it. This is Russell Conwell, and that's why his picture is not on the cover. Your job is not simply to recognize opportunity. It's to take advantage of it once you recognize it. This is a time in your life where you can begin to take advantage of your opportunity, whether it is socially or face-to-face, and your job is to combine them. You can't be all face-to-face. You can't be all social. You have to combine the two in order to be able to take advantage and win. Now, not everybody's going to agree with my philosophy or strategies. You know what, though? No one can say I don't work my ass off. And let people say exactly the same thing about you. Amazing guy works his ass off. Amazing woman works her ass off. Reality is, most people are not willing to do the hard work it takes to make sales or success easy. And most salespeople are not willing to do the hard work that it takes to make sales easy. They're just not willing to do it. Work hard, be nice to people. Not a bad mantra. But the question is, how can you apply what I've just given you and leverage the power to make more sales and earn more money right now? Because that's what you really want, isn't it? I'm going to explain how. Remember in the very beginning I said master the fundamentals? Well, I gave you some of the fundamentals, but let me explain it in reality. This is an iceberg. The white part up there, that's what I just gave you. The rest of it down here, that's where the real money is in becoming the master of this and implementing this on a regular basis, on a daily basis. Now, you can do it on your own, slow, trial and error. Take some of what I've given you, try it, or you can do it like that. You can do it quickly using my certification program and my assessment. Here's how to do it. Are we in? Can they click anything or do anything? We're going to post something so you can click. Just give me a second here. We're in there, okay. You can see it in the chat. It's the quickest and most effective way to make more money, have more success, and happiness in your career as a salesperson, doing what you love. You see, this is not your run-of-the-mill sales training. This is not your daddy's sales training. This is what's brand new. And this is where I dish it out. I'm going to give you the details of the high-impact sales strategies that Fortune 500 companies literally have paid me millions of dollars. Trainings on every aspect of the selling process. Real-world advice that you can implement tomorrow. And I'm going to give you customized feedback on your strengths and weaknesses based on your assessment. Think about it. I can share with you exactly where you are on a skill level, and then by certifying you, fill in those blanks. You're going to leave, when you take the certification program, you're going to leave as a killer. You'll have lifetime access to the sales assessment. You'll have lifetime access to the ultimate Gitomer sales certification program. 30 hours of actionable real-world sales trainings that will enable you to sell with unprecedented effectiveness. And there's bonuses. You get personal development trainings. You're going to acquire a yes attitude. You're going to use my social media for prospecting for leads. You're going to harness the power of platforms like Facebook and Twitter. And you're going to get the ultimate sales certification accreditation. Think about this now. You're going to be able to hang your certificate on the wall that you are Jeffrey Gitomer sales certified. Normally it's $497, but if you do it today, it's $397. Cheap, or I should say inexpensive. This is what you're going to get as a result of this. Strategies you can use immediately to earn more dollars. Sales confidence. Outperform all other salespeople, even twice your age. And you'll be a consistent winner. Consistency is what sales is all about. You know, these Fortune 500 companies, and I showed you who they were, they've paid me lots of money Fortune 500 companies have paid me lots of money, lots and lots of money to help them. This is just a little bit of money that you invest in yourself, most important person in the world. And I'm challenging you, take advantage of that and invest in yourself. But I'm offering this to you for $397 as long as you take advantage of this in the next 5 days. Otherwise, it bounces right back to $497. Well, do you think my boss will pay? No, you pay. You invest in yourself. The power of the self-assessment combined with the power of certification is the perfect success game plan. Take advantage of it. Yes, there's a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Yes, there's a 60-day refund. Just do it. This is for you. If you didn't receive value, email helpme@gitomer.com. Boom, we refund your money in 2 seconds. It's just that simple. You know what the cool part is? Nobody asked for their money back. Act within the next 10 minutes, and you will get invited to my upcoming group sales coaching call. You'll be in there with other people, but you can get your question personally answered. Go for it. Now, there's a chat box, and I'm going to ask you to enter your questions in there so that I can start talking to you about your specific questions and your specific needs. And
all right, so we have questions from people that have emailed in.
okay.
I'm Jen.
Hi, Jen.
We have questions from people who have emailed in earlier.
9 minutes and 45 seconds. Get your ass in gear.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the first question comes from Christy. What are your best tips for success for a VP of sales and marketing?
My best tip for success, Mr. VP or Ms. VP, is steal the best salesperson from your competitor that you hate the most. Second best tip is become attractive enough so that people call you and want to work for you because you're known as the best place to work in the city and not have to advertise someplace on some silly online service where you have to pile through unemployed people.
All right, this one's from Thomas. What are 1.5 ways to get better at follow-up? I noticed that after the first or second meeting, the sales process dies and the prospect doesn't answer any of
It
my
only
inquiries.
dies if you suck. This is what you have to do, Thomas. Number one, have a reason for calling other than where's my money. Have some valuable idea that you're going to share with the person. Have some reason for them to want to talk to you beyond your proposal. I know you want them to buy. They know you want them to buy, but they want to know who they're dealing with. That's point number one. Point number 5 is very, 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 very different. This is what I want you to do. Pick up the fucking phone and don't email. Call people, leave messages. Make sure they understand how you provide value to them. Make sure they understand that you're there for the relationship, not just the money. Next question, please, ma'am.
All right, Matt says, Jeffrey, I'm a 33-year-old business development salesman for a commercial general contractor. Been with this company almost 2 years. From nothing, I have made tons of contacts. I've brought in millions in leads, but the contracts haven't much worked towards the company's favor, which to me isn't necessarily a reflection of what I'm doing. I get paid a base salary, which is decent for living in Colorado, and I have to match my wage in sales and my commission rate before I actually make a commission. Also, repeat customers are half-rate commission, but 75% of our business is repeat customers. I feel like I'm doing pretty good in getting and retaining contacts, bringing in leads, etc. I want to increase the company's success rate and kill it in commissions. Thoughts on how to achieve both?
Your philosophy is correct. Your company has a head up their ass. Go to your boss and explain to him or her that repeat business is more valuable than new business. Repeat business comes at a cost of 0. New business comes at a cost of thousands of dollars. They should pay you double commission for repeat business, not 25 or 50% for repeat business. See, leaders think that you don't have to do any work to get repeat business. It just comes in. No. You earn that. And when you don't earn it, that's a report card on you as well. Sit down with your boss and explain to him or her that the time has come. You're at the crossroads. You want to stay, but you can only stay if they treat you fairly. And by fairly, I mean money fairly.
So Aiden asks, I'm 22, just graduated from college and started an inside sales role. I've been on the job making calls for 4 full days as of 6/16 Monday. This is my first sales job. I've made 2 sales so far. I want to double my $40K base salary in commission with an ultimate goal of $100K in full comp my first 12 months on the job. What's your advice? How do I accomplish these goals?
You know, the guy who's 50 years old is sitting there listening to this young person who just made 2 sales in 4 hours. Going, how the hell did you do it? You're on the right path. Obviously, you're believable. Obviously, you're enthusiastic. You have to maintain your enthusiasm. That's big. But I recommend you start an hour earlier than everybody else. I recommend you stay an hour after everybody else. I recommend that you become the hardest working person in that inside sales job. And pretty soon, bosses are going to come to you and offer you more just because of your work ethic and your productivity. Be that person. That's how you win.
Okay, this isn't so much a question as it is a testimonial. Rachel writes in, Jeffrey, I've already taken your assessment and sales certification and it effing rocks.
Yeah, you don't want to say fuck on the first time you're on my program.
She said, it changed my sales life and my career. Thank you from the bottom of my sales soul.
Wow, I didn't know salespeople had souls. But here's the deal. No, it's my pleasure. And for those of you who are on the teeter-totter, I recommend, look, you can get your money back if you don't like it. Take the assessment, take the certification, take it for yourself and your future. Just do it.
All right, Jessica says, what's the most effective way to keep yourself from falling into a slump and rising above after getting several rejections in a row? I need tips for resilience during times of non-selling.
Everyone is going to get turned down. It's part of sales. If you don't like it, you're going to have to go get a different kind of job, a desk job or a government job or something like that, where you don't really have to do, if you don't have to think as creatively. I don't want to down those jobs because they're very important jobs, but I am going to say that they don't have quotas attached to them. You're in sales to make a better living than most and be paid what you are working for. You're paid your value. So if you're getting rejected, go back and talk to the people and ask them why they rejected you. Try to find out from somebody what's the real reason. If you can do that, number one, you might be able to sell the people that you just got rejected from. And number two, you're going to find out where you need to sit down, self-evaluate, and improve. There's nothing that you can't do with the help of other people. You're not in this alone. You're in this to win for yourself, but others can help you, especially people that have just turned you down.
Wow. This is, again, not another question, but yet again, a testimonial. This is from Steve. Jeffrey, I was on your earlier webinar today, and I had to come back onto this one just to tell you thanks. I purchased your sales assessment and certification and couldn't believe after taking the assessment how well that assessment knew me. It knew me better than I knew myself, and now I'm on the right path. Just wanted to say thanks. And for anyone considering it, make it happen. It's the real deal. How cool is that?
That's a testimonial, and I don't have to say anything. This kid just said it for me.
All right. We have one from the chat here from Vladimir. Jeffrey, what do you think about Dan Locke, king of high-ticket sales? If you have nothing nice to say.
If you have nothing nice to say about anybody, you don't say anything. He has his point. He's from a different continent. I'm not crazy about his advice because it tends to be a little negative, but he's very successful. I have a lot of respect for him. He's done it. He's banked it. He's riding his Rolls Royce. Rock the house.
All right. Brian says, how do you get your older customers to try new products that become your friends?
You take the old customer by the hand to a new customer who's already using your product, and you have that new customer explain to that old customer, where's the value? Why did they do it? Why did they switch? Don't think that you have to be the persuader. There are hundreds of your other customers out there who will speak on your behalf. That's where the rubber meets the road. That's where the sale is made.
All right, this one is from AD. Is it possible to spend too much time working on the relationship that you could lose the sale to someone that doesn't worry about the relationship and goes directly for the sale first?
Build the relationship, build rapport. Don't overdo it. Let the person know your purpose for being there. It's business, but you can develop great friends as a result of it and then earn the sale. Don't worry about the guy that goes in and goes for the sale. That guy's going to burn out.
Cool. All right, this one comes from Mary, who writes, I'm a proud Gitomer sales certified salesperson, and I display it proudly on my LinkedIn profile.
Cool.
It has changed my sales career.
Cool.
Wow.
You know,
this is
listen,
amazing.
when you get certified, for me, it's like having a doctorate in sales. What's the value of you getting information from somebody like me who's been not just around the block, but around the world and helping other people? And I do it every day. And your job right now is take advantage of me.
This one comes from Rob, and he wrote this in the chat. What tips would you offer to admissions representatives that are recruiting for students in the skilled trades?
Get your graduate students to come back, talk about the jobs they got when they finished, talk about the money that they had when they enrolled in the school, because half of them were broke. Talk about the money that they're making right now, the family that they're raising, the opportunities that they have, and how they love and cherish their time at school. Don't say a word yourself. Let other people speak for you.
Cool. I think that's all the time we have for questions.
Okay, questions are over.
But people can still click Get Started before we leave and get access to your upcoming group coaching.
We're not leaving until you click that button. I got time. I can stay here till kingdom come.
Oh, cool. We can welcome Rami to it, Michael, Steven, Jacqueline, Henry. All of these people are getting your sales certification
Cool.
and assessment.
All right, now listen, you guys. This is your opportunity to play. It's $400. It's not what we're going to call over the top money. But I'm doing it for the individual because I want you to win. I want you to win in this environment, which is the best economy we've had in 5 decades. Take advantage of the now. Take advantage of it for yourself. It's not much money, but it will put you in a position where you can earn a fortune. Become certified, become known by other people who count, and then milk the cow. You can do it.
Click Get Started.
Hmm?
Tell them click Get Started,
Oh, click Get Started.
and it will take them there.
Oh, if you click Get Started, it takes you to live. You go, how do I do this? Dude, it's right in front of you. Click Get Started. I have to go now. Gabrielle will be home from camp in about half an hour. And
Alex wants to play a video.
oh, Alex wants to play a video.
Yeah.
Go. Assessment plus certification equals sales and personal success. Well, Jeffrey, why do I need to be assessed? I've been doing this for 30 years. It's the only sales skill assessment to show you exactly where you are in your sales mastery development at this moment in time. Well, Jeffrey, why do I need to be sales certified? The simple answer is better outcomes. It means no more lost sales due to sales skill deficiency. My sales certification covers sales topics that no one else on the planet dares to teach. Building and maintaining a yes attitude, creating emotional engagement, uncovering buying motives, and understanding the new sale. It means 2 words, more sales. It means 2 more words, more money. Why wait? Take it now. Thanks for watching, diehards. Please subscribe to Sell or Die, our great podcast, and now at over 100,000 downloads a month. Please subscribe to all the other stuff. Follow me online because it will teach you how to go online for yourself. And I will see you next time. It's Jeffrey Gitomer signing off to the world.